On the 1st of January 2027, a rule takes effect that changes where a large part of Nigeria's financial data is allowed to live. If you process payments in Nigeria, this one is not optional. The Central Bank of Nigeria has directed that payment transaction data generated in Nigeria must be stored and managed in Nigeria. It covers banks and microfinance banks, mobile money operators, switching and processing companies, payment terminal and solution providers, and super agents. If you touch a Nigerian payment, you are probably in scope. The obvious answer is to move the data into a Nigerian data center. So the first question everyone asked was whether the country has enough of them. Nigeria runs between 50 and 56 megawatts of live commercial data center capacity. Counting what is installed and waiting, closer to 124. Projections reach 300 by 2030. Second largest on the continent, roughly 15% of Africa's capacity. So the racks exist. And that is usually where the conversation stops. It should not. Johnson Agobwa, speaking to Tech Cabal, put the real question plainly. Physical data center capacity is not the problem. The question is whether there are enough cloud computing and storage platforms to support this migration at scale. Those are different things. A megawatt is floor space, power, and cooling. A platform is compute you can actually provision. An instance running in minutes. Storage that scales. Backups that stay in the same jurisdiction. Ope Adeoye in the same reporting named the gaps underneath. Power reliability, cooling, and a shortage of engineers who have run infrastructure at this scale. Space is the easy part. If you are in scope, the useful exercise is not to shop for a building. It is to map your data. Which systems generate Nigerian payment data? Where it rests? Where it gets copied? For analytics, for logs, for backups. Backups are where most of these projects find their problem. Then separate what has to move from what merely has to stop leaving. Whatever you decide, decide soon. As Agobwa put it, those that wait will struggle. We run a Lagos region, so compute and storage for Nigeria can stay on Nigerian soil, backups included. Specific compliance requires individual legal assessment.